Over the next 6 weeks, we will be taking this dirty, smelly, rundown house, cleaning, renovating, changing every inch of it into 2 separate units. We're Keith and Deb, and if you're new here, we have been traveling for almost 2 years. We have loved trying new things, learning, and challenging ourselves. So what better way to challenge ourselves than renovating a very rundown house? This is our first ever renovation, and we learn a lot. Let's just say, renovating is a lot harder than we ever expected.
I'm so tired.
It's 3:30 in the morning.
All right, I'm gonna pull a rat out of the ceiling. Subscribe to follow along. What the heck are travel YouTubers doing buying a house?
Well, here's the deal, people. We want to share every aspect of our life with you, and buying a property as an investment has always been something we thought about, and when this opportunity arose, we knew we had to jump on it, and we want to share the experience, the good, the bad, the ugly, the tiredness,
The
all of
adventures,
it
big and small.
with you.
It was gross and needed a lot of work.
A lot of work. Like every inch of this house was covered in dirt. So coming downstairs, you can tell this was a basement apartment, and that is our plan as well, is to turn this into a separate unit and make it a basement apartment. But as you can tell, it needs a lot of work.
This carpet we had already removed because it was disgusting and contributed to the stench of the house.
This is the downstairs bedroom. Nice big space, but needs some work.
This place really needed a facelift. I mean, the insulation in the ceiling's falling off. There's no sink, no ceiling, mold.
On the floor. Disgusting. This is the bathroom. It smells in there.
It's gross, actually.
Now, let's head upstairs. These stairs are also disgusting.
To the upstairs unit here, which is a 3-bedroom, which is quite nice. There's a weird wall with like the 70s style paneling. A nice open living room, but gross, sticky floors, flies everywhere.
But one thing you can tell is it actually has really nice bones. So this is obviously the kitchen for upstairs. Again, good bones, but needs a lot of work.
Sticky cupboards.
All right, this is our bathroom.
Bathroom's actually quite nice.
It's in good shape. Just a little bit dirty and definitely needs a paint job, but we'll take care of that. Coming out, we have 3 bedrooms. So all 3 bedrooms, this is the first room, definitely need a paint job. The carpets are absolutely disgusting. We're gonna try and clean those and hope they'll be okay. Second bedroom here, and then this is the 3rd bedroom, which my dad actually is already vacuuming. Thanks, Dad.
Okay, so it's pretty much day 2 because we've actually removed the carpet from the basement already, which is really gross.
So this is our first ever house renovation. My parents are helping us. We just got back from Colombia and we are spending the next few weeks turning this house, flipping it to hopefully have renters and it be an investment
Today's
property.
when we start this project, pretty much. We gotta clean this grimy house. Windows are gross, there's spiders everywhere. So for some reason there's like fruit flies in the door frames.
Je ne sais pas pourquoi, but
Get rid of this smell too, this cat smell.
so this is day 1 of turning this house from a stinky house into a beautiful home.
A clean home.
So let's get started.
The first soap. Time for lunch break. I feel like we've gotten a lot done, but at the same time, I feel like every time I walk around, there's more things that come up that needs to be done, like a big checklist.
Oh, yeah.
But anyhow, we're cleaning. It looks good. It's starting to smell better.
Oh, we're used to this now.
Oh yeah, we're getting used to the smell.
Just trying to get this on. Okay, back to work.
I know it doesn't look like much right now, but that was a finishing touch. Still have to empty these 2 drawers from the crumbs, but I spent half an hour scrubbing this sink because there was like tar in it. I don't know, like really sticky black, not black paint, something like that. Look at my face. It's pretty sweaty. I'm scrubbing, I'm mopping, I'm vacuuming. It's kind of funny because it's the kind of stuff that you don't really see from far. But these, for example, were full of gunk and spider webs and stuff, and now they're all cleaned up, wiped them all down. We're not gonna paint them, I think as is fine, they've been nicely wiped. And here, for example, you can see this sink is pretty grimy. And there'll be some painting to do and some fixing of, you know, trim. This fan needs to be replaced, for example. This is okay, but behind the toilet isn't so clean and nice. You know, little things everywhere. This temperature gauge needs to be replaced. Light switch is all... just little things like that. Lori has been wiping down our stairs over here. Thank you, Lori.
Welcome.
And over here, Devin's scrubbing away.
It's like all I've been doing for the last 6 hours.
It's been a whole day of just wiping down surfaces, huh? This basement section apartment that we're working on right now actually is, once cleaned up, will be quite nice because there's beautiful light right here from these big windows. And there's a big space right here. Big living room and big window. Okay, well, back to scrubbing.
There's a lot of spots on the carpet that not on the carpet, on the floor, that need to be cleaned up because we're not sure what they are. Sweaty.
Well, cleaning is
Day 2 complete.
pretty much done now. This is our first full day here. I think we got a lot done. Andre and Lori, thank you so much again for the help because it's very helpful.
It means so much to us, and we'll be back tomorrow for day 3. So see you then. Day 2, taking all the electrical panels off to start painting.
That's right, it's day 2 in this house. Starting off by moving this cabinet. Actually took this guy off. There's 3 cabinets here, a single and a double. We're gonna move this double over here. It's right over here, I'm gonna hang it. We're gonna figure out how that's gonna work. And then we're gonna paint over this wall and fix it all up. So doing some carpentry work, taking down a wall as well. Gotta finish the bathrooms. There's always gonna be more cleaning to do, and it still smells a bit. But we're making progress. Now we're off to making things like better, like fixing stuff.
Little update. All of the little plugs are taken care of, and I have started cutting, it's called. Which, if you don't know what cutting is, it's when you take a paintbrush before you start painting and go around all the little hard edges so you don't get paint where you don't want paint.
Look at this. This wall's down. Look at that. Happened quickly.
Okay, so we can tell we are all over the place here, and that's because we were.
There was a lot of stuff to do, but don't worry, it gets worse.
Renovating is so much work, and there's always so much to do, and you kind of feel like a chicken with your head cut off.
Absolutely, juggling so much at the same time.
How's it going in here, Mr. Engineer?
Well, this toilet was getting stuck before.
The issue is we don't want it running or else our utility bill is going to be crazy high.
Yeah, it was stuck on down, but it doesn't seem to be having problems. What the heck?
Oh no, who knows? Also, we are keeping the carpets in because there's just hardwood underneath them, but we're hoping we can clean them and they'll be good as new.
I think I got rid of all the nails in the house, in the wall, and I've been scraping away. There's a lot of holes in the wall from like pictures and stuff, and there's also a lot of bumps because there's lots of like bumps everywhere because of the bad paint job from before. Scraping those away because we're painting the entire house. But before that, obviously, I have to mud these holes. Look at you go, Debbie Dawn.
Woo, starting to sweat.
Woo, go Devin. Just doing some putty. Don't mind my technique. A lot of these holes to cover.
And it's time for a little lunch break because we're getting hungry. And I was saying to Keith just a second ago, we've actually done some work because I feel comfortable sitting on the floor now. And before I was like, there's no way I'm sitting on this floor. So, progress.
If it hasn't been iterated yet, I want to iterate, and we'll reiterate, that this is our first time doing this kind of thing. And we're just learning from the people around us, Devin's parents, and family members, and all these other people that know how to do this stuff. And so we're learning. So
And we're also very
be easy on
grateful
us.
to have family members
that know what they're doing so they can teach us.
But be easy on us because, yeah, this is our first time. I think we're doing fine.
We barely made a dent.
It's a new day here at the house. I'm by myself. Devin's teaching again, which is good. Pretty tired this morning, and I feel like there's a lot to do. Starting off with finishing off the lights. I think there's just a couple left. One in the bedroom, one in the kitchen, and one downstairs. I'm gonna try to tackle them, but one in the bedroom for sure. And then after that, I can keep cutting, and we can hopefully roll today. Hopefully Devin, after work, is here, and we'll roll. Look at this light we're putting on. Nice LED light. It's so thin, so it makes the ceiling feel really tall. These are awesome, Costco. Thanks, Laurie. Music back on. Woohoo! Look at that. Very nice. Yellow. Flick it again, and it's white. Jump to the future. I put this beautiful chandelier up. Nice. And I put the sink light up. This one right here that hangs. It was really long, so it took forever to cut that wire. That took a while. Those lights take time after all, eh? Okay, I should start doing something else. All right, the ceiling is done in this room. And this wall is done, except for that. Which is nice for priming. Don't worry, it's a bad paint job, but it's primer. And we're gonna do 3 layers in the walls. Probably we're gonna go back with primer again for second layer and then the finishing. The ceiling, I'm not sure, we'll see how it turns out. I've never painted popcorn ceiling before. But I'm starving, I think I'm gonna have some lunch. Devin?
Yeah.
There you are. How was your school day?
It was good. Now I'm content. This is 3rd day in a row. I'm cutting. I become a pro. I'm getting to the nitty gritty stuff.
Nice.
So good. We're starting to roll priming. I already broke one of the long rollers, so now I'm on short roll duty.
Okay, so you finished the bathroom?
Yeah, I go bathroom.
That's amazing. Good job, Devin. So that's first coat of primer. And over here, Andre's rolling away. Roll away. I gotta get you dancing. This is looking good, really good. Laurie over here.
I am cleaning the floor.
They were very dirty before, they were black. Laurie washed those. And they stunk. And she's on her hands and knees scrubbing.
Go check out the light you put in with a different bulb. Go upstairs.
Oh, okay. Took an hour and a half, and my dad was involved to get this guy set up because it was so complicated. But it works, and it has nice lighting. Spreads out into 3, so you can get a nice light over the kitchen. That window obviously needs to be cleaned. You see those spider webs? Yeah, so that was a pain in the arse, I will say. We took the cabinet down in the bathroom. My father took down the fan that is broken. Working away. Taking the vent off. Did some patchwork. Gotta change that light still. Here's my sandwich. It's about 7:30 at night and I haven't had my second sandwich yet. It's usually my lunch sandwich. I'm talking to this light. There's actually a box, so I can actually hook up the light here. So that's good. It's a new day at the factory. I'm here by myself. Devin will come after work. I'll go pick her up. Let's change. Let's do it. Okay, nothing's really happened since I walked out of frame. I'm back to say that it's time for me to pick up Devin. I did a lot of administrative things, lots of phone calls, you know, paperwork. A new house, for crying out loud. There she is. It's been a busy day. But now, finally, all right, lots of text messages. Now, finally, Let's work. I haven't worked yet.
It's time to paint. Did some teaching today, made us a little bit of money, and now we're gonna paint. Let's paint.
It smells better in here because of the paint. Over the following days, work at the house was more of the same stuff. Lots of painting primer on the walls and ceilings, putting in lights, getting loads of texts and calls about what's next and what's needed, and something that took up a ton of time, which was going out and doing errands to pick up supplies and running to the dump.
Okay, we've made the executive decision. We are going to rip out the carpets because the rest of the house is starting not to smell, but these rooms still smell horrible even after all the washing, and we think even getting them professionally done, they're still gonna smell. So instead we're gonna rip them out and put in new flooring. The carpets are coming out. Ooh, there's some stains. Nasty. Oh, gross.
But here, this is good news. Linoleum under it, so that's perfect.
So we can just cover that.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's
And
good,
that's
and it
gonna
doesn't
help
look
with the
dirty.
smell. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is actually nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so that room's linoleum, which is huge. We think this one's wood. Let's see what this one is. Yeah, this one's wood. So we got one linoleum and a wood. I gotta show you these stains because it's gross. Look at that. Gross. So this is
All right.
coming out.
Yeah, we made the decision. I mean, who keeps stinky old carpets anyways, right?
So this one does not have the linoleum as I pointed out, and it actually does have stains on the plywood, which means we're gonna have to paint it to make sure the smell and grossness is sealed. Nice.
Okay, so I'm happy we took out the carpets. We have to deal with those. They're in the shed right now. It's a whole thing. Sorry, they're setting up the drywall, the ceiling in the furnace room. Taking out the carpet though helps with the odor, and it'll get rid of the smell and everything like that, and make it nice and clean. Easier to rent out. But that means we have to prep these floors, which I just spent like, a good chunk of time getting rid of that like carpet staple stuff, and now there's staples everywhere on the floor. Getting rid of some trim, obviously, vacuuming, so. But this will look really good, I think. But it's gonna give us a lot more work. So that took a long time, honestly. Getting rid of all these staples here by the door. There's probably gonna be more by the door here, but still, it's gonna take a while. Anyone who's done flooring knows that this part is no fun, takes a lot of time, but it's necessary to install a nice even floor. After doing this for a while, you can expect to really feel it in your knees and your lower back, of course. Andre's down here taking off the tiles, God bless him. Because we realized they're pretty gross. It's dirty up there. Might as well replace all of them. We're gonna replace some because some of them were kind of broken and needed a full replacement. So might as well make it all match. Nice and tidy. And there was some, dead mice up there and dead rats that I found. So pretty gross. Thanks for doing that, Andre. So that being said, we are giving ourselves a bit more work with the ceiling and the carpet. But good thing we have help. All right, so the floor's been prepped, and I have a guest visitor here, straight from France, who's gonna be painting with us as well.
Yes.
So,
I'm from France, but I don't have the mustache.
There's no shortage of help for us, which is really fantastic. So thank you, Sam, for doing the finishing coat in the entire house. You should be done today, hopefully.
Yeah.
Thank you. Get back to work. Well, I didn't look like much, but I stepped in Sam's paint, and so we had to fight.
It's okay now. We make
To the
these.
death. Look at this. Ooh! That's what happens. That's Sam's joy. Look at the mess you
I
made.
say it's a team job.
Look at the
team
mess you
effort.
made, Sam.
I think that was more you.
It was all me.
I'm back. I was teaching today again, so we have made a good amount of progress. The boys got these 3 rooms done, which is awesome. We have the living room done, the floors, which were more effort than expected because those carpets had to go, are prepped and ready to be floored, which is very exciting. I'm gonna go work on painting the bathroom in the basement because it also was more work than we expected because we're gonna also redo the flooring in there. So we wanna get the painting done before. So that's what I'm up to this evening. This house is coming along. Honestly, if you're thinking about renovating a house, definitely worth it, but definitely a lot more work than I expected it to be. That's probably naive of me, I know, but that's what has been the case. All right, let's go paint. Can you carry this upstairs for me?
Today was a productive day. Thank you very much, Sam, for helping us finish the bedrooms with some shiny paint.
I also finished the bathroom. It'll probably need another coat, but I got that done. So
Turns out we used semi-gloss for all the bedrooms and the living room, so now it's going from the stinky house to the shiny house.
Very nice.
That's good for the day.
We spent the next few days with the help of our family cleaning, painting, scrubbing, and putting in the floor.
Nice work, Andre. Look at that. I do errands, I come back, and it's all done. Okay, so for a while now, there's been a smell in the bathroom here. I'm trying to figure it out, whether it's the floor or the ceiling. Every time I walked in, I was getting this waft from up here where we took the ceiling fan off, which I'm about to replace now. So I was up there doing a vacuum. I found a body. I found a big body. So it's hazmat suit time and garbage bag time. I don't know what it is. I think it's a really big rat. It could be a possum though. Yeah, pretty ick. Pretty ick. Anyhow, I gotta do what you gotta do. Dead bodies in this house.
Could be a cat.
Do you want to get rid of the body for me?
Nah, you do the body. I'm gross. It could be a cat. Or a raccoon.
No, I saw the butt. It's in the feet. It's a rat tail, rat feet. All right, I'm gonna pull a rat out of the ceiling. Come on, Dad. Hold the bag for me. I'm gonna hold it down for a second so you can get a good shot. All right, here we go. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh. I need a scraper.
It's flat on the ground.
Give me a second.
What's in there?
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Oh my god. A crowbar. The animal is mummified. Oh shit. Sorry. Oh my god.
Woo! It's a squirrel!
Gross. It's a flying squirrel?
It's a squirrel!
Squirrel.
Oh my god.
We'll say it's a squirrel. It's not a squirrel, Keith. Look at its tail.
It's a rat?
That's a rat.
Now, our house is fine, okay? We don't have any more rats. It's because there was garbage left out from the previous tenants and the previous owner around the outside of the house, and the rats were attracted and came inside and infested the place.
The neighbor told us this, and that is why there is no longer a rat problem. Do not worry.
We cleaned it up, and it's good. Okay, got ourselves another messy project. Whew, means the gear. So we decided, because of yesterday's discovery with the big squirrel, slash, what was it, like a squirrel, I think. We're gonna tackle,
Let's say a big squirrel.
let's say a big squirrel. And tackle underneath the stairs, which is now the stinkiest part of the house. See if we can find any dead bodies. So far, a lot of rat poop. This is actually looking better. Check it out. So in the bedroom down here, it's a really nice like closet, which we could use as a lock off as landlords, but it was really gross. The main entrance for these rats was right here on the side of the house, and they ate away over here. Look, the frame's gone. They got rid of the wood. They ate all this layer. They came in from here, and they ate a good chunk of this insulation, which is why it was outside, like sprinkled out in the yard, which is kind of funny. So we found a lot of rat poop. This is all rat poop. So I'm feeling there's a spot right here. There could be some stuff. I don't know. There's still an odor that lingers. We're working on it. All right, well, you can see it's all cleaned out. A couple days later, I've taken some breaks. Sam's still here. It's been good. This room is now being addressed. One. There's some gap filler there, lots of gap filler. This room is better because it's not moldy and wet, because it was really gross actually. Well, you saw the rat poo. So we're gonna finish this up. We're also gonna put the tiles back on. That's why Sam's with me here. Thanks, buddy. Because this whole ceiling was quite gross and needed new tiles. So that's like a very gentle job because they break so easily, but they're important for sound blocking. Almost done that crawl space, putting that insulation in. Just wrapping up. Look at this space. Floored, trimmed, still some trim left. We're gonna trim the ceiling actually. Almost, I mean, the tiles are in except for the ones that need to be cut, which is more of a little detail work. Other than that, look at this. We're starting to furnish it. You know, we're posting it online, which is important to do. In the kitchen, we still have some finishing details, some caulking that we have to do around stuff. Table's in, fridge. Now, this is looking pretty good.
So I am back. I know it's been a bit since you've seen me / I've talked to the camera, and that is because this month has been wild, you guys. I've been trying to teach as much as I can to make us some money to help pay for our renovations on this house, as well as we haven't been home for so long, so it's been nice seeing friends and family. That being said, if you hear my voice, I lost my voice last week, like fully disappeared. This was me trying to send a voice memo to my sister. I decided to send a voice memo too, to show you guys my voice. I lost it. I was sick because I think we overdid it. We realized burnout can happen in multiple ways like this. Speaking of which, this past weekend, we took a day off for our 5-year Queen's homecoming, which was awesome. But it is now Keith's turn to be sick and burnt out. So he is now the one sick. We are going to be putting the basement up first, we decided, so our progress has been in the basement. The tiles are going up, the trim is going in, we have furniture coming in because it's gonna be a furnished apartment. So I think today we're gonna try and lay it out and get some of the trimming done, and so then the basement can be finished and we can concentrate on upstairs, which is pretty much the floor in these 3 bedrooms. Cleaning, and then we still need some appliances, so we gotta find those. All right, so I've just been cleaning the floors, and before we put furniture in the right place, there's a wall that is wood that we're going to whitewash to make the room look a little nicer, because the furniture we have is wood, but different color wood, so we just wanna make it look a little more interior designy.
I don't want to make it too thick yet because we'll see what but it's just water and paint mixed together to make sort of a wash.
All right, this is the wall we're painting. Success! I think it looks pretty good. It's another day, same work sweater on. If you ever need to make ceiling tiles smaller, it's very easy. All you need is an X-Acto knife and a measuring tape. So I'll show you quickly how we're doing it. Just place your tile on the ground, and then you measure. You also need a pen. Your X-Acto knife. Just press hard and go straight down the line. And from there, and come on. Woo, look how perfect that is. And now, the trickiest part is actually getting it in this proper spot, so I will attempt to do that. I think I picked the one I done goofed on. That's annoying. That whole process, it's not gonna work. Dang. I picked the one that's like very weirdly angled. Okay, this one I have to do like an indent. All right, we're back. Let's see how it goes. Ceiling tiles are frustrating. If you've ever worked with them or if you ever have to cut them, they are very annoying. I do figure it out, but not before another problem arose in the middle of the night to do with the flooring.
So essentially, you have to put glue down before you put glue down floor. Let it sit for about a few hours, and it gets tacky, and then it's good to use. Thing is, on the linoleum, it wasn't getting tacky. It was taking hours. So we figured it would get tacky in the middle of the night. So that's what happened.
So Keith didn't actually come with us because he was still ill at this point. So my dad and I set alarms for 3 a.m. and went back to the house to finish the floor in the linoleum room. By the way, it's 3:30 in the morning and we're doing this now because if you ever put the sticky stuff on linoleum, it takes way longer for it to become sticky than you think. So it is 3:30 right now and we're laying floor. So this area was glued hours ago and it's just now becoming sticky. There we go. It just got out of the glue. So we got this half done, which is good, and now we're finishing this at 4:30 in the morning in hopes that after we go back and sleep, it'll be sticky enough for us to come do it later today.
It's looking good. We are now in the home stretch, I think, of
That's
this,
the glue.
of the renovation.
Oh, that too.
Lots of cool stuff going on.
Yeah, we're almost done. It's the next day. All the ceiling tiles are in, except for the most complicated ones, including, I last left you with this fun one. And as you last saw, I did it backwards. So this was the down part, even though it's supposed to be like this. So if you know me, those kind of things confuse me. Not very good at my rights and my lefts and measuring it upside down. So I'm going to attempt to do it again properly. Fingers crossed, this works. Okay, for sure, way more work for one tile than any of the other ones, but I did it. Woo! So Keith, what were you just telling me?
I've just been spending a lot of the last month, it's been a month, doing a lot of communication. Texting all the time. Right now, potentially our future tenants, which is great, but still requires a lot of logistics and texting and organizing and time. Me just sitting here looking like I'm working, but I'm not, but I am.
You are working, and
But it's like, you know, not being, anyhow.
we appreciate it. It's important. It's important work.
A lot of this, yeah.
So this is a side that is also a part of it if you plan to rent a place.
Yeah, but also just getting stuff for the house and texting your mom or my dad, your dad, you. Yeah, it's been a lot. Well, it's getting colder. The season's moving forward. The colors in the trees, it's so like yellow outside. You can't see it, I'll show you.
It has officially been a month and we are at the home stretch of finishing this place. And fingers crossed, we think we have renters for both the top and bottom, which is awesome.
I think we found some tenants, yeah.
And they're gonna be moving in soon.
So we had to fill out the lease, and that took a whole process. That was a whole thing. Figuring out how that works.
We are in the home stretch and there are things we need to finish.
Yeah, now it's like detail time. The furnace is on, so it's kind of cold in here now. So a couple things we need to do. I've been working still on electrical, had to do this 3-way switch, which I wired wrong at one point, so that took some time to do. The rooms are almost done, the floor is done. Look at these floors, amazing. Thank you for all the help from everyone. It's been amazing. We wouldn't have been able to get this far in a month by ourselves, that's for sure. It's like bright and clean in this space now. This used to be a stinky dog room. And now it's really clean and cozy. And the furnace works really well. Oh, also the basement we've been focusing on, but now we're focusing on the upstairs because the upstairs tenant is likely gonna move in first. We're gonna do the furnace room a little bit. So for the furnace room, we're gonna paint the ground. We're gonna finish this drywall off a little bit, make it look nicer, and maybe put some trim down there, clean it up. But this is gonna be the entrance, and then curtains. We got our washer and dryer installed. Actually not installed, but they're here. So, it's looking good. It's the next day here, and I'm doing lease stuff for our tenants. Hopefully we have some. Devin's trying to do some cleaning. And what did you do?
I dropped the nails down the stairs while trying to bring them downstairs.
You've been dropping everything this morning.
Well, I've just been like cleaning and it's been going well, and then I'm trying to clean this room out so I can scrub the floors. And this happened, so now I have to clean up a bunch of nails that I dropped.
You're giving yourself work.
This was obviously not on purpose.
Well done.
We finally got our stove and fridge for upstairs thanks to Facebook Marketplace.
But since the fridge was so big, it was hard to remove it from the person's house, so we had to take it apart, which means putting it back together again, and it was complicated. Okay, it's been a really busy last few days. Like very, very, very busy. We haven't been able to capture it properly. Because it's just been like running around doing details, making like last minute lists of all the stuff that's left. We have rented out this apartment for Tuesday, and right now it is Friday. I think we're really on the home stretch. Transition strips are up. Everything's been caulked properly. Things have been touched up, little minor details. Doors are in, new locks are put up. I changed the front lock, but right now it's blinds and then cleaning as well. I probably changed like 20 outlets. And that's an example of one. Look at that. It works. No surprise.
All right, you guys, so Keith did an update this morning and I just got here after work and things are moving along. Again, this is our first time ever renovating a house and filming a renovation, so hopefully it flows, but if it doesn't, we apologize. But it's really exciting, as Keith mentioned, we have renters, we're finishing up upstairs. I've been doing a lot of the cleaning, caulking. I'm a pro at that, I learned, so I've been doing that. It's really exciting. We're coming to the end, guys. It's the finale. So right now I'm gonna shop back all the rooms that Keith put up the lines or the curtain rods in, and then I'm gonna Swiffer them and then close up shop. Like, these rooms we're not touching again. They are checked off the list, good to go for our renter who's coming soon.
Upstairs is rented and tonight's moving day.
Woo! So we're gonna quickly show you around before it is occupied when we can't show you around anymore.
That's right, actually within the next 10 minutes. So this is the last chance to see the upstairs.
The entranceway. I don't know if you remember this, but it was disgusting. And we cleaned it, we put paint, and we made it nice and fresh, and there it is beautiful. It's a lovely entranceway. And you might also remember that with this entranceway, there used to be a wall. The wall is now gone, and the upstairs apartment has its own beautiful entrance.
Upstairs, look how open it is now. It's actually a nice space. It's bright, it's clean, it smells good, it's got all the things that it did before.
But look at how beautiful this room is. The floor is gorgeous. We scrubbed it a million times. Martin, Keith's mom scrubbed it a million times. Thank you, Martin. My parents helped paint this room. It's just a new space. The windows are clean. Everything's clean. The kitchen was actually in pretty good condition, minus it was a bit messy.
We painted, we did electrical, we did lights, and we're gonna add a microwave fan over the oven. But we're waiting for a part.
And we've added a new fridge and a stove. We put finish on the cupboards, and it's good to go.
They're in the hallway.
To the bathroom, which also was in very good condition. We just needed a deep clean and a paint job, and there we go. It's beautiful.
Other things we did was fixing the toilet, the cupboards, redoing the caulking, and installed new shower heads. The 3 bedrooms upstairs needed the most work. Flooring, lots of mudding and paint, trim, electrical, lights, and fixing closet doors. Thank you for all the support we've had to install this floor. It's a glue down vinyl, it's great. Trim is on, everything is caulked, everything is painted, like 3 coats of paint at least, minimum, usually 4. And outlets, of course, are all switched as well. And that's in every room.
Doesn't it look amazing? I was just so impressed, even rewatching that footage, how big a change we went from what it was before
It
to
happened
what
so
it is
quickly, and
now.
it was just so busy, and it just happened that it was so beautiful. No, we didn't notice it at the moment.
But looking back, we're like, oh, we're so proud. Like,
Quite a difference. But the basement is not yet done, and it's gonna be a sprint to finish it off because we're tight on time. We're back, and we have some more work to do. We have 1 week to finish this basement unit. Upstairs already moved in, obviously, and these people are signed and ready to move in
Well, we
like a
gotta
week and a
make
half.
it look nice. So there's like a lot of stuff to do, so we're gonna do it.
Let's do it.
Starting with clearing this space out.
Yeah. Trim and whatnot. And
These chairs.
these floors need to be fixed, and there's a lot of stuff here. Like this is
We got stuff to clear out.
messy. Over here, trim needs to be done. We have some final things, but I think we can pull this off quickly. It looks like a mess right now. Curtains too. It'll look good. So just like the upstairs, it happened really quickly. We got a lot of stuff done, and we didn't film that much because we were focused on rushing to finish.
Cleaning, getting things done.
I put in this register cover. I moved this fan and fixed some drywall. I installed trim around the bedroom, and I installed trim in the living room. I cut the blinds so it would fit the window frame. Added a piece of trim here, 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 and here. Put the transition strip in. Found a way to glue down the floor with super glue.
We caulked the bathroom floor. We also caulked all around the trim.
So we had to empty that entire room out. Again, we're moving stuff a lot.
Because now we're gonna paint the floor in here.
Which will be good. And there's that big cabinet that's sort of hard to move, but
Yes,
we'll
we
paint
think we're
around it
just
and
gonna
then
put it in
put it on the
slot.
back wall, I think.
One thing at a
The
time.
floor will look good.
All right. I'm gonna clean up this and then we can get started.
Okay, super. Okay. All right.
We got a beautiful blue color. I think this actually looked great on the floor. I'm gonna start by doing the outside and then Keith will start rolling and I'll join him. Let's see the color though. Ooh,
That's
look at
gonna be
that.
so
It
nice.
actually is gonna be a lot better. We'll probably
Because this
see
is
a
clean,
lot.
by the way, as clean as it can be. It just looks that bad. It's like blotchy, used to be painted, it's chipped away. That looks
I think
nice.
it's gonna look good.
That looks really nice. I'm excited.
The last stretch.
Last little bit here. Here we go. We're gonna have to do a second layer, at least we want to do a second layer. It'll cover it nicely.
Also, you have to be strategic about this because we can no longer access the apartment. So we're heading out for the evening and we will do another coat tomorrow morning.
Alright,
Because
we show you everything?
hopefully,
Alright, we'll go back to one more.
you have the car keys?
You have them.
Oh, I do.
Okay, good. It's a new day and we're going back to the house. Doing a lot of this driving, a lot of errands which we haven't filmed at all. That take a lot of time as well. We do have to do that in a bit. We're gonna do the second layer of paint and a bunch of other little detail jobs left. And we only have like 3-4 more days. That's it. So let's get it done. Found the secret of the floor is super glue. I've made a mess of this room today. I'm covered in drywall powder, as you can tell. So that's what I was doing. I made a mess of our floor while Devin was at work. Now she's back and she's painting. So this room will be almost done because I had to sand it and do some mudding today to get it ready. We won't paint over there yet because it's still drying. Okay, look at our beautiful floors. They're all covered in dust.
So I need a new roller.
So how'd you get this paint out?
Mixed a few together. It's the mudroom, guys. It's fine, hopefully. Quite a bit of progress since you last saw this room, eh?
Trimmed.
Woohoo! Painted! And now we're repainting the floor for the third time because we got it so covered in dust. We want this place
And paint.
to look nice.
Trimmed up here. Trim down there. Trim down here. Trim everywhere. Paint everywhere. Mud everywhere.
What do you do my hair?
Walls are made. Still a couple things left. I'm so tired.
Did you hear that crack? That was my knee.
I'm a bit worn out. All right.
Good night.
Lots of stuff done. Good night. Nice. Woohoo! Okay, it's been a minute since I left you. I was doing curtains. Next thing you know, I did everything else that needed to be done except for a couple little tiny little things.
Keith gets MVP of the day. I was
Everyone's
working,
working.
and
There's
then
also
there was
a snowstorm.
snowstorm, so it took me a lot longer to get here than expected.
A rush to finish. It's clean and it's done.
The whole place! Look at this place.
It's an actual space.
And it looks so great!
When we first got here, we did not want to even like touch anything. We kept our arms closed.
Yeah.
Right? And like,
And now it's
obviously
a home.
soft feet would have been a no-no.
Yeah.
For sure. And now it's shoes off.
Yay!
Which is really cool.
And I love this curtain thing. This was Keith's idea.
Sorry, this whole extra space, by the way, this is just a storage room.
For
And that's
both
just the
units.
entrance to the unit downstairs. It's the laundry room, right?
Both units.
This isn't finished, but it's laundry room and a hot water tank. It's just to clean up the space. Now it looks like it could be used for an actual bedroom though, right? It's so
You
clean.
did good.
All right, I'm gonna follow you, Dev. Show us
Alright,
everything.
Welcome to the downstairs apartment. So you come inside, start in our kitchen. We have a lovely table, beautiful counter space here, a stove, a fridge, everything that's all clean, a floor. Also, you guys, it smells good in here.
Really
Like,
good.
You could smell in videos. I wish you could because it actually
It
smells
looks shiny.
nice. So we have a nice clean bathroom. Again, this was a very not so nice space before. Painted it, new lights, lots of cleaning,
The basement needed the
new
most work.
floors. Yeah, and it's lovely. I would shower in here once we have a curtain because I don't want to make a mess. This is the other kitchen area right here. A lovely double sink and a full-on dishwasher. Come on, what?
Which works. No leaks.
No leaks. High five.
Nice.
What one-bedroom apartment comes with a dishwasher? Only the best kind. And then this is our living room space. And then to the bedroom. Just really has a nice, cozy, warm vibe. And this is a good space.
It's actually a big bedroom.
Desk over here. There's so many room for activities. If I could do a cartwheel right now or a handstand, I would.
Parkour.
And then again, as you know, during the day, the lighting in here is amazing. So, and then Keith, of course, spent a lot of time on the little crawl space there that can be used for storage. Overall, I'm really happy with the place and I'm really proud of us.
Overall, like an amazing experience. Building this place, it was hard. It was really
lot of
hard.
work.
It was a lot of managing and juggling and
Learning new things.
overstretching ourselves or overdoing ourselves, burning the candle at both ends for the last while. But it was cool. It was really quite an experience. And we have something out of it. We have an investment and our own place.
Fingers crossed.
Place
it
to
goes
call our
on.
own. There's our solid sign. Kept it. So after this shot, of course, the universe has it this way. Our stove had problems and our dishwasher leaked.
And a full-on dishwasher. Come on, what?
Which works. No leaks.
No leaks. High five.
Nice. The day of move-in for our tenants.
We ended up having to replace our stove because when we turned it on, we learned that inside the actual
There were-
insulation of, it was a used stove we bought, there was mouse stuff. So
Dead
it smelled
mice.
really bad, so we had to fully replace that. We
Yep.
fixed the
That was the day
dishwasher.
before.
The dishwasher was just a little thing.
Leaking water everywhere like 2 hours before they had to move in.
But it was a quick fix. We got it fixed, no issues. And we also wanted to say thank you to all of our friends
A
and family
huge thanks.
who helped us with this renovation.
It would have taken us a year to do it ourselves, and we learned so much
We
from
learned
you guys.
so much, and we know your efforts do not go unrecognized. You helped us so much, so thank you.
Oh, wow. So if you
Really
made
tired.
it all the way through this video,
Yeah.
and I know it's not our usual travel, don't worry, we're gonna get back to traveling, but if you're here and you're watching, or you're new here, we'd love if you subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much for watching. We hope you learned something and liked this video.
This was part of our experience, so we had to share it with you. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
What are you doing now?
Keith turned off the music so he could film. Oh my god. Oh, you got me right when I'm screwing up.
I installed this, hold up, I need to, what's it called? It's called, so tired.
Again.
Reflect, was it? Register. Okay. If we go to the concert, after the concert, we probably
So we're taking our shoes off because it is now clean, although she's gonna be moving in and probably moving in with a bunch of shoes on.
It's the fumes.